Who got Amazon Prime just for the Grand Tour? Hands up. Hello, I'm Adam Paul Morgan. Thank you for clicking on to what is a short discussion of my thoughts of the Grand Tour, which the final episode of this season or series is being available to stream now on Friday the 3rd of February. The last episode of this season has gone out, which is past versus future. That episode was. Now, if you go through all the episodes, there was a lot of things I enjoyed and quite a few things I didn't also enjoy as well. Just giving my thoughts of what was the Grand Tour series. Now, of course, it's the first program from all the hoo-ha that had went on before, and the most anticipated program probably that's available to stream. It's quite weird the way that television and the way we watch television programs is now going to change through this streaming service as well. And there's many out there, but it's sort of changing. There's programs that people want to watch, but through streaming now. So this is one of the big programs. Of course, there was Breaking Bad. If you've not seen that, that was a fantastic program. When the new Game of Thrones come out as well, I don't actually have the television broadcast to watch it, but I will pay the streaming service to be able to watch these programs, and that's the way television's moving now, through all sorts of things. But the actual program itself, now season 1 is over. I'm just going to go through that briefly. Well, of course, there was lots of things I did like about it. How nearly every other episode was sort of filmed in a different location, so you get a different audience. Loch Ness was twice, and quite a few, another UK location, can't remember off the top of my head, was filmed twice in the same location. But it's good to sort of get the different audience and different responses from an audience in different locations. I've very much enjoyed that. Now, the sort of car side of it, the Ebola track, I did like it. I thought it was a very interesting track, the way it was described in episode 1, but I didn't think it was really used that much throughout the entire program. Don't know why, don't know when, but it just wasn't used as well. Now, the driver that they've got, quoting here that Amazon allegedly insisted that it was an American chap, Mike Skinner. I actually fast forward, I believe that's his name, I did actually fast forward those parts of the program because what it came out with was very annoying. Now, Celebrity Brain Crash. I thought, yes, the first one, it was hilarious, very funny, but how many times can you tell the same joke? It's funny responses that are still coming on then, but there's only so many times you can watch that program. But a few people who have asked me, who have got children, have asked me, who are thinking about getting it or downloading it through one means or another, say, is it suitable, I should say, for children? Now, I would say some episodes are and some episodes aren't, but I would say just watch the episode prior to letting your children watch it. I say that's about my videos on YouTube, to say, look, if you're a bit funny about it, watch the video first, then if it's okay, get your child to watch it. That way I get an extra 2 views, being cheeky. But some other things as well, the sort of, as I say, the Ebola track, there wasn't much cars on there, but Conversation Street that they do go through. Now, the way I saw that, the way they talked about it, of course, they were trying to do something different from Top Gear, so they come up with Conversation Street, and I found that very educational, informative and entertaining, that little segment there, which is pretty much what the BBC try and do, but Chris Evans failed with Matt LeBlanc, shall we say. But overall, the cars and the locations and the humour that was used within the programme, very, very good. There's definitely something that I've said in the previous video when episode 1 first come out that I done. I'll put the link in the description below, about the first episode. This is about the entire series. For me, it did seem like it was just them cocking around in the past couple of episodes, and my wife said to me, is it starting to feel like a bit of a chore? And I felt some episodes it did feel like that, just really them cocking around, the entertaining part of that. There was some informative bits in certain episodes, but I the episode 2, I think it was the second episode where they're trying to do the sort of Tom Cruise thing, if they get shot or anything like that, and it was like they were trying to sort of be funny, but really I was really enjoying about the big super hypercars and things like that were coming through. And of course occasionally they sort of discovered topics like in last night's, or I should say today's episode, where they're talking about electric cars versus the sort of modern car. Yes, the electric cars they're getting better than what there was, but they're not necessarily quite just there yet. It's maybe okay to sort of cruise around the city for an afternoon or something like that, but if you've got say 400 or 200 miles to go in an electric car, maybe not that quite good unless you've got the electric hook up there. That's just my personal opinion, as well as what was on the programme about the electrical cars. But the entertaining spectre, they had the playing battleships with cars as well. Entertaining at first, but it did like to drag on. But what they were talking about, the cars and the cars that were featured in the programme, very entertaining and very informative, and like, oh yes, I would like that cars. The little montage that, if you've watched it, that Clarkson done, or I should say the production team or what have you, about the Alfa Romeo. Yes, it's a pretty car to look at, but again, if you go to Hammond and May, what they were saying about the car, it was rubbish. It just reminds me of quite a load of other things that look rubbish or look good but are actually rubbish. The Beauty and the Beast film springs to mind. It looks good, but I bet it's going to be rubbish. That's just my opinion on the film. But overall, of the actual programme itself, it's very entertaining. But now it's on streaming. Instead of like, oh, we're going to have to wait until it's repeated on the television, as a subscriber to this service, I can just, on my television, on my computer or tablet or games console, I can just click on and watch every single episode, maybe in the background while I'm doing office work or something like that. I can download the episode through the Amazon thing, and I can watch it on the go when I'm in the middle of nowhere maybe. So that service is very good, and the programme entertaining, informative and educational as it goes. Yes, I thought it was a very good programme, which we don't get to see, and plus they could push the envelope a little bit of what comes out a bit more than they could when they were on the BBC. I thought it was very entertaining. If you are a motor freak, yes, if you just watch it for those three cocking around, oh, you'll be very entertained with this one. Now, a lot of people were sort of trying to compare it to Top Gear, but there's another car programme. There was a lot of at the time they were saying, oh, there's now two big car programmes for people to watch. You got Top Gear and whatever's going on with that, and you have the Grand Tour now. But I've noticed Jay Leno's Garage, I've watched a couple of them on the television, and I thought that was entertaining, so that makes it 3 programmes. I don't know if it's still going on. If anyone knows what Dave the channel is, that's how I'm watching them at the moment, and what I've seen of it is quite entertaining as well. So that's like 3 car programmes. In order, I would probably say at the moment the Grand Tour, followed by Jay Leno's Garage, followed by Top Gear, which I've boycotted after the first 20 minutes when Chris Evans was presenting it, and Matt LeBlanc as well. Now, I've said this before, when Matt LeBlanc, talking a different subject now, when Matt LeBlanc was on Top Gear as the star in the reasonably priced car, I thought it was the most boring thing I've ever watched. Yes, he did win. He did go around the track the fastest, but in general, him being interviewed, he just come off as a very boring person. Now he's coming on Top Gear going, hey, look at me, I'm trying to be entertaining. But I just thought it was he was boring. But yeah, if you look at Richard Hammond, James May and Jeremy Clarkson, very entertaining. And of course they've done a lot of promotion for this as well, particularly if you follow the Grand Tour on Twitter. There's a lot of promotion going. If you've ordered anything from Amazon, you've got that they're promoting this program really heavily, and it did work. And I think overall it did pay off. I got quite a few little grunts about the program, but overall I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to, as I say, when I'm doing work, just sticking it on there and just watching the whole thing through and through. Binge watching the Grand Tour. Yes, I will be doing that. So overall, what did you think? Leave the comments below. Subscribe if you have to. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. I'm Adam Paul Morgan. Ta-ra a bit. Have a good one.